We've just learned a lot more about Apple's first foldable phone, including details about its display sizes, cameras, Touch ID, and internal hardware, and it's starting to paint a much clearer picture of what the iPhone Fold could be. Apple's entry into the foldable market has been a long time coming, and while competition from brands like Samsung and Google is going to be intense, a new report may have revealed how Apple plans to stand out. According to an investment note from GF Securities analyst Jeff Pu, shared via 9to5Mac, the iPhone Fold is expected to launch in September 2026 alongside the iPhone 18 Pro lineup. The device is said to feature a premium aluminum and titanium build, run on Apple's A20 chip, and use the new Apple C2 modem, an upgraded version of the company's in-house modem technology already seen in recent iPhones. The display details largely line up with earlier rumors, though there are a few interesting changes. The outer display is now expected to measure around 5.3 inches, slightly smaller than previous leaks suggested, while the main foldable display is said to be 7.8 inches. One of the biggest revelations comes from the camera setup. According to the report, the iPhone Fold may feature two 48-megapixel cameras on the back and an 18-megapixel camera on the front. It's also believed that Apple will rely on Touch ID instead of Face ID, likely integrated into the side button, which would make sense given the design limitations of a foldable device. Apple's first foldable phone won't have an easy road ahead. Companies like Samsung have already gone through multiple generations of foldables and have had time to fix early issues. Samsung's upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 8 is expected to be one of the iPhone Fold's biggest competitors, and while the two devices may look similar on paper, there are some key differences. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 is rumored to feature an 8-inch inner display, slightly larger than Apple's, and Samsung is expected to keep its massive 200-megapixel primary camera while potentially upgrading the telephoto and ultra-wide lenses. If those rumors are accurate, Samsung could offer a more powerful camera system overall, though it's impossible to judge fairly until both devices can be compared side by side. Price is likely to be the deciding factor for many buyers. Reports suggest the iPhone Fold could cost as much as $2,400, placing it firmly in ultra-premium territory. That said, Apple's brand power has historically helped it sell expensive devices more easily than competitors. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 is also expected to be even more expensive than the $1,999 Galaxy Z Fold 7, largely due to rising component and memory costs, so neither option will be cheap. One area where Apple may gain a real advantage is display technology. According to the ELEC, Apple is expected to use Samsung's latest COE OLED panel in its foldable iPhone. Unlike traditional OLED displays that rely on a separate polarizing film, this new technology integrates the color filter directly into the encapsulation layer. The result is a thinner display stack that allows more light to pass through, improving brightness without increasing power consumption. This could allow Apple to build a thinner and brighter foldable iPhone, and it's expected to be the first Apple product to use this display technology, with future devices like the iPhone Air following later. Samsung may also provide Apple with its newest creaseless foldable OLED panel, which could help minimize one of the biggest drawbacks of foldable phones. Whether Apple has truly managed to eliminate or significantly reduce the crease remains one of the biggest unanswered questions. While earlier reports suggested Apple had solved this problem, more recent leaks imply that the crease may still be visible to some extent. Leaks and renders have also played a major role in shaping expectations. YouTuber John Prosser recently shared renders of what he believes is the foldable iPhone, showing a device with a hole-punch camera on both the outer and inner displays, a dual camera setup on the back, and a design that closely resembles the iPhone Air. According to Prosser, the phone could measure around 9 mm thick when folded, making each half roughly 4.5 mm thick. That would make it thinner than even the ultra-slim iPhone Air, which already feels impressively thin in the hand. Structurally, Apple appears to be taking durability seriously. Supply chain reports suggest the hinge of the iPhone Fold could be made from liquid metal, an amorphous material Apple has been researching for more than 15 years. Liquid metal is highly resistant to bending and fatigue, making it ideal for moving parts like hinges. The body of the device is also expected to use a refined titanium alloy designed to improve strength while keeping weight under control, which is especially important for a foldable phone with a larger surface area. Despite all of this innovation, success is far from guaranteed. Apple has struggled in recent years with niche iPhone models like the iPhone Mini, iPhone Plus, and most recently the iPhone Air, which reportedly sold poorly due to compromises in battery life and camera performance. Analysts estimate that Apple could ship around 8 million foldable iPhones in 2026, representing roughly 3% of total iPhone shipments, with that number potentially growing in 2027 if demand improves. From an investor perspective, Apple's stock has also faced challenges. Rising component costs, trade tensions, and increased competition from AI-focused companies have weighed on shares, which have underperformed the broader market over the past year. Still, nearly half of Wall Street analysts maintain a buy rating on Apple, believing the company's long-term strategy, premium hardware, and ecosystem advantages will continue to pay off. So while the iPhone Fold may end up being one of the most ambitious and expensive smartphones Apple has ever released, the real question is whether consumers will see enough value in a foldable iPhone to justify its price. If Apple can deliver on durability, display quality, and real-world usability, it could redefine the foldable market. Until then, we'll keep tracking every rumor and leak as it surfaces. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.